Live well and die young.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
So, words of wisdom for being 70 to the two young laddies.
Yeah.
That was it.
I'm gonna die when I'm 25.
Don't you dare.
Save all your pennies for a rainy day.
Oh my god, really? Spend them all.
That pennies.
In Costco's or B&M's.
£10 a cake, I'll do it.
I'm
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
going to find out more about that Costco for you.
Oh, listen, we need to do
If I
that.
could find out,
You're still filming?
it's just my memory. If
No,
any cars-
I
if
did
any
it last
cars
night.
Got to get done to them after Tony Anderson. I'll ask him all about it. He'll tell me everything about it, what's in it, what's not in
And
it.
we are going to go once a month. That is going to be our thing.
Once a month, let's go.
Right, whisper words of wisdom. Come on, Beatles theme.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
So, what have you learned in your 70 years?
I've learned an awful lot, and most of my learning is honesty. Honestly, when the day I left school,
Absolutely
I
agree.
started learning stuff. In school, I was useless. I didn't want to learn. School just didn't interest me. The boring, repetitive everything about school just
The uniform and all
was
that.
it was enough for me.
What is your biggest achievement?
My three children. My three children meet my wife.
Yeah.
Meet my wife.
And how did you meet Annie?
In the pub. She was a barmaid.
Oh, was she? Good.
Yes. She was actually a barmaid waitress at the time. Because in the pub we went to when we were all young, 17, 18, it was one side it was a bar, like all the men drank. And the other side was a lounge where men and women, and it was a kind of younger generation that went here.
Mhm.
And that was Annie. And it was my friend, Big Billy McQuillan, his mother. She said to me that lassie was telling me she fancies you. And she told her that fella's fancies you. You know what I mean? So she invited us back up to the house for a drink, both of us. There was not a crowd of us, but intentionally me and her to get us together.
And you had 3 beautiful children as a
Yeah.
result.
Right.
So tell us the story about what happened, or tell Josh and Kieran the story when you, the day before you got married, or was it your bachelorette?
So what about
Stag night. Stag night was a wonderful time. I was up on top of cars and booting people in the faces and all that, and fucking.
What did you do?
And his
I got a
wedding.
sleeve in my wedding suit ripped right off me. I had to fucking rush into the tailors and get it fucking sewed back on again. Fucking suit right there.
Who were you fighting and
Just
why?
a big gang. Big gang. As were mad boys. You know what I mean? You think we're mad boys, and it was this group. They were older. When I'm saying older men, they'd be maybe in their 30s. But we're like 18, 19, 20. And we thought these cunts are taking the piss and that, trying to take the piss. So we're going to stop it. So we started fighting them. Then we found out that they're fucking boxers and all that.
And they took one of your sleeves off.
But no, don't get me wrong, I was totally nuts. I was bonkers. I was a mad job at that time.
Captain Barbosa's.
I was stupidity. I had no fear of nothing.
So your wedding day, did Annie ever find out about the
My wedding
sleeve
day was
incident?
very, very exciting. We were walking down the aisle. I was walking down the aisle and everything. We got married and we were walking up the aisle, and Anne's sister's like with a camera. And you're stopping and all that. She never put a film on the fucking camera. Not got one picture of a
I
wedding
know.
day.
I forgot.
How fucking stupid can you be?
I know.
I forgot to put a spool in. She was just too fucking miserable to buy a spool. Honestly, that's what it was.
Oh, shit.
Fucking not a picture for her wedding day.
So what was Annie wearing
So
then?
you could wonder how I'm fucking depressed.
It all went downhill for there.
But we went to him, we made up for it. Went to the Caribbean, we
That's
got married
right.
again. Well, it looked as if we were getting married again.
Oh, is that when you had your moustache?
Aye.
Damn, bro.
Well, I had my moustache when I was a young boy.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you ever just get a beard? No.
never ever.
Just the tash.
Just the tash was the end thing.
I seen that.
That was the end
That was a
thing.
story of
And I used to sit at work in the yard when I worked in the yard, and that was how I trimmed my moustache.
Did you bite it off?
I could just kept
Yeah,
going
hanging
over your
out.
lip. You bite that and go.
You can do that.
I do it.
It's no good.
Oh my god.
It's no good for you.
Freaks.
Busy guy.
Oh, well, your job allowed that, Arlene, because although
I
we
mean,
got
you
paid
would
for a
have
lot
to
of hours, we didn't work them.
So what age did you start working?
15. I was on a fucking push bike. That was my first job. It was a push bike, a delivery boy for the butchers, right?
Mhm.
And if you think of yards, you'll see the yards at one time, this is a kind of older yards, but they're still there. The railway tracks, this was what knew it'd be on the main road, right? It'd be on the main road. That's what it was, these railway tracks, right? And I'm going up, hang me, to Anne's restaurant I was going up to. That was the name of the restaurant I was delivering to. Anne's restaurant. It was like just this end of Greenock. And I went in the tracks at fucking the Scott Lithgow. Fucking right over on the bike. I was like, I'll be fucking right over here, stick your fucking job up your ass. But at times you could leave a job, honestly you could leave it in the morning, you could have one in the afternoon again. There was just that much work about.
There's jack shit.
No, there was nothing. I feel sorry for the younger ones.
Mhm.
Now we have to do everything online now, like an online resume
I
up.
would
And then
exactly say we're the
before
young
we
ones,
go,
to be fair. We kind of grew up with it phones, not we're kind of the lucky ones in a way. We were like in the middle, like where this bullshit and then back.
I don't know, TikTok happened, so I suppose we're no lucky at
Aye,
all.
we're no young.
We didn't come far for the phones.
What's your best childhood memory?
Well, the kind of really, I've had two memories I could remember for a childhood. This is two memories I've got. Actually, three actually. One was down at my auntie's. She lived down at the side of where Jimmy Watt was. And we went to visit her, and I'd be young, really young then, with my mother. That was my mother's sister lived there. And my other one was in hospital because getting my eye fixed, my
Squint.
squint fixed. But they said they pulled the muscle as tight as it could be pulled. It couldn't be pulled anymore.
Mhm.
And my next recollection was my mother getting me a bicycle for my, I think it was my 14th or 15th birthday. That's my next recollection of being young. But there's some other things you remember, but you don't.
Can you remember the birth of your three kids?
Aye.
Tracy Ann's was quite traumatic, wasn't it?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I was nearly diving out of that fucking window.
Mhm.
I threw a fucking clock out the window. You heard about time flies? Fucking tell you. I'm fucking hanging out the window.
Well,
waiting.
Tracy Ann was premature and she was born in.
Tracy Ann she was born 2 pounds. Wait a minute.
Mhm.
What was she? 2 pounds 9 ounces. And she dropped, every week drops weight. Every week drops weight. I can't remember, but she went down a couple of pounds. And you had to be £5, a child had to be £5 before it was allowed were home with her mother, so she was in hospital for quite a while.
Mhm.
We were going out every night to feed her. Nanny.
Christ, that's...
But what? How many weeks was she? 27, 28?
Which is 6.5 months, was it?
No, oh
Something
jeez.
something like that, but 6.5 months.
That's a...
Because I thought she was,
Gone.
it was going to be a lost baby. Do you know what I mean? And it was going to be if they couldn't find an incubator because they didn't have incubators.
Yep.
And they actually took a long time for the to find an incubator. And that's when she was safe.
Christ, that was bad.
And Bernard, can you remember his? Or was that an easy one?
No, I think it was. I think he was. I was an easy birth for him. No, was it Bernard? I can't remember if it was Bernard or Christopher. I remember being in the room with her. It must have been Christopher because I didn't go into the room with any two because at that time the husband didn't go into the room. It was usually the mother or the
Mhm.
mother-in-law. It was a female family member went in with him. That was just the thing. But it was Christopher's, I remember. And the nurse was over and says, would you like oxygen? She said, no, I'm not. I want to experience the birthing. I really experienced it. You sure now? I'm positive. You want what do you call that?
Gas in here.
Is it epidural?
Epidural, aye. It's a wee
No, I
spinal
want
tap.
nothing now. Next minute she's like, where fucking gas? You want epidural? Hell, man. But the way she grabbed that mask on her, I thought she was going to fucking eat it.
Sick the oxygen in one pool.
That was pretty funny. No, not for her. Not for her.
She wasn't laughing.
So what's your biggest achievement other than your children, personally for you?
First big achievement was buying a house. That was a big achievement at that time.
Mhm.
At that time was buying a house. Because there wasn't many people buying houses. What men buying houses.
Yeah.
But saying again, when I'm saying that, that's the time of Thatcherism. She was saying to people, here's a house that's worth, like, my house was valued at some, like, I can't even remember. Say what I sold it for was 23,000. But they're saying, here's a house for £8,000. Now who's going to say, no, I'll not take that, I'm going to want to stay with a council. Because we would have been paying more than the fucking rent.
Yeah.
So that was the first one, and the next one was this, getting this. Because I always said I'd love a bungalow. I'd love a bungalow with a white picket fence around it. She never ever got a white picket fence, but she got a bungalow. And I bought this house without seeing it. No, I didn't even see it.
So you trusted her that much?
I was doing signing the papers for this house.
Right.
And I never seen it. And I'm talking about inside it, I never seen a thing inside it.
And what did you think when you first walked in?
What have we fucking done? I can remember, I think there's a photograph about we're sitting in that well, wasn't that kitchen? The kitchen in this house was, see through that wall,
Back wall there.
that back wall there by the stairs there,
No.
to see where the end of the window is there. That, just this window here, that length right down to the door, that was the kitchen. See if you're standing at a cooker, your back was against the wall.
Wow.
Hot.
But it was
So if you were to have a bucket list, what's still
ones?
stuff that you want to achieve?
funds now.
Or
No,
do?
No, I've got everything I've ever wanted and needed. There's none I've ever craved for.
So not like a place you would love to go?
No, really, no. I've been places and I've been places that I thought would be, that'll be ideal, and didn't like them. Turkey being one, Caribbean would be another. Caribbean was beautiful, honestly, beautiful. But I hate going to places where there's a lot of, see people suffering, people.
Yeah.
We went to the Caribbean, there's these people at 7 year meals and that, and they're living in tin huts. You know, the temperature's fucking, honestly, sometimes like 100 degrees and more.
Mm-hmm.
They're living in tin huts. Fucking hell, man, how do you.
You live in that sort of
Poverty, that's what I hated, poverty.
Yeah.
But the worst place I've seen for poverty was Morocco. Morocco. What I was told, this is honestly, I was told that actually parents were cutting like their child's leg off so they could go out and beg. No, getting their leg fucking amputated so they could go out and beg. People were, you know what I mean, a lot, that's what you've seen, a lot of people with one leg in that, you know what I mean, out begging in the streets.
It's piss poor that, like.
That's what you heard, that's what they're doing. Some of them, I'm not saying, some of them, that must be the fucking ones that just care about fucking children, you know what I mean? What they want is a wee money machine.
So, out all the cars that you've ever had, what was been your favourite?
I've had a lot of cars, honestly, I've had a lot of cars. Because I've owned taxis, you know what I mean? I've had nearly every kind of different car. I've had Datsuns, Nissans, Fords. Honestly, I've had nearly every kind of different car.
And you can't think of one that stood out?
Only one that really stood out for me is the BMW. That wee Golf stood out. Because that was only 3-year-old when I got it for Anne. I bought it for Anne. Because I worked at that time, I think I worked in the yard, was it? Can't even remember. But I never drove. No, maybe it was the taxis I was on. Because I never drove a car. I never ever needed a car because I always had taxis and spare taxis. You know what I mean? Spare cars lying for to go on as taxis and all that. You know what I mean? Because that's Bernard. I think he got one of my spare taxis. Tracy and she got a taxi. Do you know what I mean? That's what they were doing. They were learning getting cars off of me as taxis. They weren't as taxis to them, it was cars.
Right, your favourite song of all time?
Oh, none. No, too many to mention. Too many. I've had lots and lots of great songs.
That's a good point. I wasn't sure it's quite hard to pick a favourite tune.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to pick your favourite tune.
It
just depends on the mood you're in.
That's it. That's so.
Your favourite Beatles song then?
Again, there's quite a fucking decent one.
That's it. Oh, come on.
Helter Skelter.
See when
Is
you're
it Twix and Shout, Strawberry Fields Forever, Listen to the Sky with Biscuits, Emperor Biscuits?
A Beatles fan, they're all my.
No,
But there's the album, Strawberry Fields.
Right.
Strawberry Fields is a favourite album because that was just a total different sound for it everybody was making at that time.
It's basically a concept album at the time.
Right, so it was.
Very trippy.
But I think all the bands, even all the bands loved that kind of how they went completely different from it's called a kind of pop area. She loves you, yeah. No,
Right, it's because they started taking acid.
yeah.
And they started making just like mad better music.
Did you ever try acid because the Beatles were into it?
Never.
You're missing it.
I was never ever interested in drugs at all.
Right.
Never. And I've never known like buy drugs. The only time I'd take some is if somebody was giving me some. Here, try that. But it's not as if I was sitting, I'll have a right good go to this sitting all night and take in. I was never interested in that one. Drink aye. A Saturday night, that was my one night for drinking. That was the only night.
You used to go down to the thing down the road, didn't you?
Wee Morton Club. Used to go to the Morton Club was one of them. Then it was the wee St Lawrence's Club and the Morton Club it died away a bit. Used to be, seeing all the clubs and all that, they all had, see like these young bands all starting up, you know what I mean? Trying to make a name for themselves, and they'd all come into pubs and they'd work for, say like £100 a night, you know what I mean, for 4 of them. 25 quid each for playing all fucking night, do you know what I mean? It must have been like that fucking dross. But it was also giving them a wee bit of,
Publicity.
no, learning to play together properly, do you know what I mean? Giving them a chance to evolve, do you know what I mean?
Nah, because you're not going to
That
start
country has a
like
rubbish guitarist will get thingy in now.
Can you imagine if you've never done a concert before and then you
Yeah.
become famous and then you have to do like Glastonbury or some shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your
That's
arse
it.
would collapse.
Aye.
It would be fun.
Did you ever want to start your own band?
No, never. I was always too busy working, earning money. I was always too busy earning money.
Can you remember what your first record was?
No, it would probably be a Beatles record because if you think I was I'd be about 12 or something like that, 11 when they come out, you know what I mean, 11, 12, what would that be, 61, 62, 62 was when they kind of come on, so I wouldn't be that old, you know what I mean, I was more football mad.
Right.
Football, totally.
Has it always been Celtic, or were you like a secret
I'm talking about,
Rangers supporter?
I'm talking about see playing the streets.
Right.
You used to be able to play in the streets, or else there's a big field down for us, and there could be honestly 20 a side playing. You used to come down. Which side am I on? Pick cock or hen. You know what I mean? So that's how you go on. And it was all a lot of different boys. It wasn't people like you ran about with and all that. It was just all the boys that lived about that area and all that. You all went down for a game of football. You know what I mean? It was a good carry on day. Yeah, that was pretty good when we were young. Because I go over by that place where the field is now. It was called the Mayfield, and there's a mound on it. But in my childish eyes, this mound, it was a big slippery hill. Is there a way? You know what I mean? Everything bigger, but it looks just like a wee pile of rubble now. Unless it maybe been taken away because it's turned into just a mess now with weeds and everything all growing. I hope you're not taking this.
Not at all.
And now the weather.
Then playing it back to me and saying, "No, that's not you, you bastard."
Yeah, pie. Oh dear.
Right, is there anything else you'd like to know in my...
I don't know. What can you tell me about you? If you were to define yourself, what would it be? What's the definition of Bernardism?
A most helpful person you could ever meet.
I'd actually say
Help anybody.
I'd second that.
And that's how and I would help anybody who was in need of end. Because I used to complain a day too much for people.
But then Annie was
And
the
I
exact
didn't-
same.
Exactly.
Sweet man.
Nah, we had to.
Well, is that the Oprah interview over?
I know, has any boys, you got any questions that you want to ask a 70-year-old man? Can you think of anything?
Man, get Steven.
When are you kicking the bucket? Are you leaving us any dough?
Realistically.
Leaving us any dough? Well, fuck you.
Oh,
So you guys are in your 20s, early 20s, so it's 70. Where do you guys want to be in 5 year time?
Don't fucking ask me that. Jesus Christ, I don't even know where I'm going to be in like 2 days' time.
Ireland.
Ireland? Your
Well, I'll
Irish
tell you
roots?
something, son. See what you're saying? I don't know where I'll be in 2 days' time. See time? Although sometimes it'll seem to you it's fucking drags.
No, it doesn't. It's the opposite.
I'll
That's
tell you,
good.
fucking
22 already, it was like
No, it's
yesterday.
like
I'm
flies.
like,
it's like daft, no way to lie.
time flies. See as you get older, and it just seems to get more faster and faster. Time just goes in.
I want to be immortal.
That's what it's doing.
That's what I want to be in 5 years, immortal. Because realistically, when you're immortal, like, it's quite easy.
Yeah, you've got to.
All good things always have to
You've
come
got
to an
to
end.
die. You've got
Yes.
to die. That's,
See if they find immortality, I want to be immortal.
that
All
wouldn't-
good things come to an
That
end.
wouldn't be a good thing to have.
Right, hey man, because you'd actually been growing up and like seen
You get-
everybody the
you
year
get
where we
bored.
die and
See as you get
Like
older,
constantly.
son.
I don't know, I just want to say
Yeah,
that
no,
100
I'm
years,
just saying, see as you get older,
he's got eyes.
No.
Oh,
you've seen everything,
he's drinking whiskey.
you've done everything. You don't need anything else. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could have all the wealth in the world and still not be fucking happy.
Aye.
And you
no,
could be
it's-
poor and be the happiest person living.
I don't know, like, see when
You could be poor and be the happiest
Yeah,
person
absolutely.
going. It's your, the
I
way
see myself
you
not
look
doing
at
that shit,
life.
I've got money than I did when I did money.
The way you sit back and look at life, if you look at life and say, poor me, look at him over there, it's not a way to look at
I
it.
just need to focus on yourself always. 'cause
Well,
at the
You
end
shouldn't
of
be
the
in
day, that
competition with anybody. You should be
That guy's
rooting
got
for
money.
each
That's what
other.
I'm saying.
That
No,
guy-
but
We're all
I'm
in it
saying
together.
good looking at somebody else and saying, he's got money, you know what I mean? And I'm better than him,
It
you
was
know,
a-
or something like
it
that,
was a-
you know what I mean?
it was
It's, you just got to go out and do what you've got to do.
Have some fun.
So your life so far, are you happy how everything turned out? Could you have wished for anything better?
Probably. But no, that was nothing about it.
Aye, well, no, I could have wished that it was me instead of Anne.
Right.
I would have wished that.
But then could you imagine me speaking to Anne right now? She'd be the
probably
exact
same
same.
as me. Yeah, exactly. We just had a great life together. You know what
I remember
we had done up
once.
and downs. Don't get it wrong. We had done up
Mhm.
and downs at times. Do you know what I mean?
I remember
So
Annie
that
saying
thing's-
to, I think it was Tracy, and my bro sitting in here, and she turned around and said, "No, that's my man. He's first. I put that man first. I knew him longer. Then it's you guys." Do you know what I mean? I always remember her saying that.
Oh, it was the same with me. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah.
But it was just we had a good time.
Yeah.
That was it. We had a good life together.
Yeah.
And we're
Yous were really good parents.
good. We're good to him. And
Oh, aye, well, Tracy Ann has fucking grew up with an iron fist, like,
Yeah.
mine pure. Yeah.
where that came from. I learned that, and I learned what Don hates about her.
Tight-fisted.
Hold on to your money, Henry.
Oh,
because it's
believe me, we know.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
wait till I
need
tell you
that
this.
desperately.
Don't tell Tracy Ann. Don't. How many
Aye.
times have I said that in the
Aye, and
years?
that was like getting it slipped like 250
many.
for like fucking sort of like go get a couple of sweets and that. Like, just don't tell Tracy Ann.
Yeah, that was always fun.
It's kind of like, it reminds me of my papa as well. Like, your papa's quite hanging like that too, 'cause I mind like,
He's
oh,
quite
and you want to
tight-fisted.
use a bottle of juice.
But
Of course, for quiz. Tracy Ann wasn't necessarily tight-fisted when it came to like just buying random shit for herself though.
You
Like,
get to a stage.
She never asked for anything very much, though.
No, but you just like bought hunters out random like treadmills and shit.
You
Never
get
used
to
it.
where I'm
We've tried to be fit.
and I say to
Use
myself, money's nothing. Honestly, I'm not even interested in money. You know what I mean? It's lying in a bank, it's not getting any interest or anything else. I couldn't give a fuck about it, do you know what I mean?
I would just, if I was you, I would go on a fucking decent ass holiday.
Eh?
Aye, is there anywhere that you would want to go?
Like, somewhere nice.
You get me a refill?
But
Wee refill.
Fucking.
Can you give me a fag and
I'd really like to go.
Uh-huh. Think about everywhere in the world that you could travel. Where would you go?
For a start, it's got to be warm.
Mhm.
But the next one, it can't be too warm that you can't enjoy yourself. So you're sitting there looking miserable.
So would
when
you
it's
come to
too
Cuba with
hot.
us in the winter? Scottish winter.
Aye. Once this is all over, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'd love
to
you.
go to Cuba.
I'd love
to
you to go to Cuba, especially where we went.
I'd love to see the old motors.
The
they drive.
cars are amazing. I got a big
Aye.
bubblegum pink
Aye.
one. I can't you wouldn't. You'll be a wee
Aye.
more of a man's
No,
one.
it doesn't matter.
But
I
this
just
thing
love to
was
see the cars.
stunning.
But did you actually rent a wee car?
We got a car, but we had our own personal driver. We went to San Diego.
What was his name?
Oh, I can't remember. It was Jose or something like
Oh,
that.
that's so. I bet his name wasn't even Jose, and it was like Juarez or something. And he's sitting there, oh, it's just Jose.
Oh, I'm making it
Racist.
up. That's not racist.
I'm kidding.
Well, maybe it is a wee bit. But he was really nice. He took us to San Diego and stuff. And I remember Tracy and said my dad would love this.
I think I would see the old cars and that, because that's things that interest me.
See, I've got an air conditioning unit, a portable one that we could take around just in case. I'd love you to go to
Old cars, good beer, and good cigars, and good.
That was one thing when
the rum. Oh, see the pina coladas, Bernard. Honestly, you would die for them. They're amazing.
Rum and tobacco exports have been the best
Aye.
in Cuba since the 60s.
But see, when you go to doctor's surgery, like we did a whole tour called Cuban Life, and it was amazing. You got to see like the old ration cards or the ration cards. It was very much in the
They've got
60s.
Aye, they're still stuck
No,
in the Cold War.
It's kind of like the NHS, but everybody's got a ration card, so everybody's poor.
It's
do you know what I mean?
Because they also
Yeah.
they also the dictatorship and all that.
Because
That's
there's
most of the thing.
taxi drivers earning more than doctors.
Yeah.
Taxi drivers are earning more than doctors.
I'm trying
That's
to
how
think
everybody is desperate to get their cars done up and all that.
Well, we were
For
going to
taxis.
send Ivan. It was lights. He was looking for. He was trying to get parts for his car. Ivan, his name is, but we never had the chance. We couldn't find them. The lights that he was looking for his special. I think it was a
Aye, if you,
Chevrolet or whatever it was.
aye.
So if we go to Cuba, will you come with us?
I'd like to go to Cuba. Aye.
Yeah. I'll have to walk behind you and fan you.
The only thing is that see if it's aye.
Well, the thing is, see if you go in July,
Mhm.
it is fucking roasting that you could faint with the heat. But I
Aye.
think in December and January, I think it would be a wee bit more.
The humidity.
Aye,
That's
it's
what get me more than that. You know what I mean? Just see trying to breathe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it was quite stifling when we went in July. But we went at the height of the hurricane season,
Aye.
so it was roasting, really hot. Whereas I think December is just like a normal Scottish day. No, that's a lie. Like a 23 or 24 degrees.
I see honestly in the Caribbean, you want to see these big sandy beaches. I'm talking about. No, I'm not going pure sand, but you couldn't walk in the fucking sand.
Ah, it's too hot. Aye.
You had to wear shoes.
What year did
Then
you
you
go in
walk-
the Dominic?
Sorry.
What year did you go to the Dominic? What part of the year can you mind? When the wedding was?
Oh, it was during the summer.
Oh, was it?
During the summer.
Because you hated it. Well, you hated the heat.
Oh, just the heat was honestly just see even at night. Just well, I'm a worst sleeper going. You know what I mean?
I was the same in Cuba. The
But
sweat was lashed
see
off
the
me.
heat off you.
Mhm.
Oh, I hated that. It's just you're sitting there, see like just a wee skimpy t-shirt on, and next minute you look down, this whole fucking thing was soaking
Mhm.
wet with sweat.
I always found it used to stick to the chairs
Aye.
because obviously we would wear like dresses and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
No, I never got stuck to any chairs. I didn't wear any dresses at that time.
Right, well, our next winter holiday, we're all going to Cuba.
Aye.
We can all go. Kieran? Cuba?
Ah. Didn't he ask me to go for the holiday to this place?
Tracy and I are going to Mexico.
But you've got to
Jungle.
put the money up.
No, obviously. Fuck, about a couple £100 for the flight, if that.
What?
If that, like, come on, I'll be like, what?
It's about £1,000.
For the flight, no.
No, but so
Aye, but if we're all chipping in, it's not
Aye,
like
well,
that.
I'll
How much
find
is it for a... What
Fucking
is it?
£5 per person.
well, me and Tracy Ann, when we went, the first year we went, it was £3,000 for the 2 years.
Right,
Second year we went, it was 2,500. The third year that we went, it was just under £2,000
See,
because
I
I
feel
shopped
like-
around.
Was it?
Aye.
I feel like they've got the money to spend, so you spend on the shit, whereas I would just go and get steaming.
Do you know what I spent? What I spent most on? It was
what
tips.
Are you talking about when you go there, is a hotel's beautiful?
It's very much
It's not basic things, is it?
they're very basic. They're very run down, very 60s.
Oh no.
Why
When
just
the
that?
air
When it's all
conditioning and all
minted.
that,
The air conditioning is
poor.
variable.
Same in Caribbean.
Yeah,
See when
they're
you
poor
went,
countries.
see when you went into well, Caribbean was a big, massive compound.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it was only the people that was in there that could be in there.
Yeah.
But it was all bought. Nobody could climb over walls or anything like that.
See, Cuba is very much. There's nothing to be scared of. They're very family orientated. They're very nice. Didn't get me wrong. Some of them on the beach will be like, "Oh, can you get me something to eat? Can you get me drinks?" Like me and Tracy Ann were getting this woman like pina coladas when she sat there with her child.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And he was hungry, but they're well fed. They're not thin, the Cubans at all. Toiletries are expensive for them. There's two
Is there?
different. There's two different currencies. One for the locals and one for the people there. Don't know if it's changed now, but it's two
One
different.
for the locals.
One for the locals and one for the people going there, and it's cheaper for us to buy stuff than it is for the Cubans.
Is it?
Yeah,
What's that? Just
I don't know. Tracy Ann would probably know better than
to
me.
get American dollars.
I don't even think I would go anywhere other than that.
Oh, I think Cuba.
I obviously it's not a nice place, man. I do like pure horrible, like walking about there and like all them doing that, and I'm just like.
No, but Cuba, the Cuban people, they're so absolutely lovely. They're not starving because it's a kind of communist type thing. It's more like nobody's poor, nobody's that
It's like a sort of
rich.
utilitarian kind of thing.
Everybody's on the same level. So, any other words of wisdom?
Become a taxi driver in Cuba. Being the same as a doctor.
What's your most embarrassing story ever?
No, I'll get that wee woman to tell you.
Bernard used to be in the taxis.
She's driving about with a gas mask now.
You want to tell the
She
story?
never meets me again.
Funniest story ever. Go for it, Bernard.
This woman jumps in my car.
He's a taxi driver.
Oh, absolutely.
And she get me to Glasgow. No problem. So on the way up, I said, I started feeling we need a shake here. So the first place that I hot a tailback was the fucking Paisley roundabout. I know what I mean. You've still got fucking miles to go. Right, and this traffic would not fucking move. And I'm sitting there and but it's dead low that you can't hear it. The music's getting turned up a wee bit louder so she didn't hear it anyway. But maybe the smell was fucking casting it. But anyway, one of the times I went like that, oh fucking hell, shit myself. Then it just kept coming out. And I was fucking kind of rising off the seat with forget me, the shit was coming out. I was sitting there and it was a scorching hot day. And everyone must be sitting in the back fucking, fucking hell. I was putting the window down and that. It's a lovely day and that.
Oh my god.
Trying to talk to her, know what I mean? But sitting there and my face was going fucking redder and redder. It's a fucking, and we got right up at fucking Glasgow and I think she fucking got out quicker than a fucking rabbit in the headlights out my taxi. Fucking hell, man. I think I heard her going taking a deep breath and she got out. No, in the car, go outside. No. Oh, that was terrible that time. Absolutely terrible.
What is it?
And the troops are back.
Hi.
I'm selling a strawberry before you continue this boat.
Hi, Chris. Sore throat.
Got that Mark Simpson there.
No getting for your throat in the tune. You
Um,
say honey,
Jack Daniels honey might work a treat on you, Christopher.
eh?
You know what I
Jack Daniels honey.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's got honey in it.
mean? No.
Once you take about 2 balls here.
Like, you need something cool with the Empire biscuits.
Bro, I seen you.
Yeah.
I only had one.
The third
I
one.
got you that to try, but I don't know if you want to put it in the fridge first.
Oh, dandelion burger.
Aye, but it's.
That was my daddy's.
Aye, but it's.
I've got one.
Aye.
Alright,
It's
aye.
joy put it in the fridge and you can try later
Aye,
on.
aye.
Once it's it'll not be nice now because it's.
That's what my daddy used to always
What's
have.
that?
What is that in home bagging?
Oh,
Dandelion and
butter.
butter.
4%.
That's a memory, but just that's a vague memory.
So I see when next somebody
Of
goes
my
out
dad,
and brings
because I
you
can't
some
remember
memories.
much about my dad at all.
But you remember that he drunk that stuff.
But that's what if you went out for a bottle of lemon, well we called it ginger. If you went out for a bottle of ginger could be Nyan, brew, anything. So it was always called, get me a bottle of dandelion and burdock.
Oh, I hate that stuff.
It's a bit funky. You got funky.
Yeah, I think they literally just call it that with D&B.
How many drinks have you had?
One.
I like strawberries.
No. Counting them, so that's
So I've only had one. I've not even asked for another. I'm quite happy.
You still beating
You
on
want,
the
you want one of the wee honey ones?
So you ready to
No,
celebrate me on your birthday, Dad?
Eh?
You ready to celebrate me on your birthday?
Are you going to cut my grass?
No, I got a moose.
Decorating party!
Bye.
I say you
You can
think,
tell I'm well.
but I'm moving back in.
Take your bed with you and all, too. Take your flare boards with you.
So we've got a decorating party coming up.
What one's that, Bernard? What one?
Oh wow!
Brilliant, I love my dad.
Front and back door.
The best push on that whole
My
Kimmel
dad
Road.
pointed that Oopsies on the way up.
So it's the last push.
So you're just up the street then?
That's what I'm saying. Bastard.
He's a what?
Bastard. Just could have got a house up with
Dad, I
or
need
some
chicken
fucking-
nuggets.
What's wrong with you? Hey, what's wrong with you? Come here. Yeah, take boy.
So how long does it usually take, Bernard? Do you know what we've not got? We've not got any crisps.
Alright.
Putting what a wee plate in that.
Pringles. Eh? I bought three packets.
Send me an email and I've just got to send a rider
Yes, yeah.
where I'm staying just now.
Oh my god, the
And then
dubs.
after
Enjoy
that,
it.
What?
we've got we're just going to
I'll-
get these back half
I'll
ten.
let you
And
know.
then we've got to send the basket,
That's good news.
Be back to
I know, I know, I've seen you.
They might be able to get a painter deck or something. Painter deck.
Save up again, you've got a good job.
That's what I'm saying. I bought three packets of Pringles.
Aye,
in
well
there.
that's one left in there.
What?
Bernard, we're off at Grubbers.
No. Surely no. There's
I don't even like
they're not good ones, really, are they? Like the fucking Supreme.
What? You sitting there fucking swallowing Pringles and saying I don't like Pringles?
No.
They went for the, I went for one.
That's
Fucking
okay.
strange being that.
I prefer the beach. That's because there's nothing else. If Chris cupboard empty, my mum would be affronted.
He told me to stop buying Chris.
Well, we've
I
not.
don't eat Chris then.
Well,
that's the only thing
neither
I
do
eat.
I. It's only because it's for cheap
No,
day and I want to
I
take
only
full
eat
advantage.
Pringles.
I'm
I
just
only
saying
eat Pringles and it's usually them sour cream and onion or cheese and onion. So the rest of them I don't bother eating.
I got Elton in this, John. Josh Ashworth like Elton John the reason. Like straight up. And Josh Ashworth like Elton John the reason.
Right.
because he's ginger.
Smoke it.
Josh was singing Elton John.
No, Josh was like Elton John on his own because of the long ginger hair and the fucking, obviously, the Elton John gigs. So I'm guessing that's what these are because, well, come on. That's no exactly fucking Dolly Parton or something. Well, could be.
You look like a young Elton John.
You do.
That's not good. Well, I don't know. I know it's not.
Alright, a young bear looking Elton John.
See, that's.
Alright.
You got to smoke too?
No, I'm cigarettes.
It's like, fuck it, you know what somebody wants, fuck it.
You're still a young man.
Kieran's going to hit a bucket with that, please.
You still never told me your favourite Beatles song.
There you go.
Everyone, did I say that? Everyone.
I suppose. Trust you, it'd be difficult.
Aye, true.
I've been myself.
Same as Freddie Mercury and the Queen.
Oh, did you like them?
Fucking love them. Love the Queen.
I've been myself fucking funny.
That was two of my most favouriteest bands.
Who?
Beatles and the Queen.
Oh, not a big Queen fan.
Oh no, I love the Queen.
Classic.
What was your favourite Queen fan song? Queen song.
Fans,
I've had too much Baileys.
Had to be Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is that a song or was that on the movie?
No, that
It's
was
a
a
song.
song.
Oh.
That was another one. It broke all the trends.
I like
because it was
Pop
three
Pop
because
Girls.
it
I think
was
that's a
in
great
three
song.
songs in
It
one.
was opera, and it lasted for 9 minutes, and the music was never.
Is that the one that they sung in Wayne's World? Right, okay.
No, I like the start.
That
See the
was-
start. See the first bit, and then
Aye.
the second bit. I like that, and then the end of it. So like, I just like the first
But it was
bit.
just because it lasted for, well, not just because it lasted for 9 minutes, but all records were usually made to last for like maximum 3 minutes. That was the maximum to play a record, 3 minutes, and the Formula One.
Yeah.
The Beatles had made a couple of fucking long ones. Like
Yeah.
seen Back to the US. No, the White Album. Sorry. A couple of other songs. The Beatles songs in the White Album were like a good 20-minute one. Same with Led Zeppelin. Using it.
I'm talking about the major. The song was
Three different
selling
genres.
the album, selling the album. You know what I
Aye.
mean? That was 9 minutes, and it was a guy called Kenny Everett. Do you remember Kenny? He was a madman. This guy Kenny Everett. He played the Queen song about
Yeah?
fucking
A wee
8
bit.
times
All time.
over his.
I'm not
Aye.
judging you.
Nah, you should judge me, it's bad.
I'm not judging you.
And eating.
I'm the little bit judgy, Judy. We'll bring it
Oh,
in.
fuck, I know.
Just the fact. Try one of them honey, Tennessee honey ones.
Oh, they're good.
Alcohol in your throat too.
Just to see if it helps your throat.
I really highly doubt that it's probably from the alcohol at the weekend.
Or you're drinking the weekend
I
then.
was here, you seen me, I
Oh,
was
didn't
fucking
hear.
mortal.
I never seen you. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? I never seen you.
Any questions you want to ask Bernard, Kieran?
Fuck, I don't know. Should I go on it?
I hope I never get as fat as you. I
No.
hope I never get as fat as you. Well, son, you will.
I'll be like Big Wallace.
Right, can you take over this one?
Life kicks you in the balls like that.
Right.
What? No,
I'm
need me a filming.
Right, hey man, I'm
I know,
not.
son.
Tracy, and sit here and just continue with
She's
my...
like that one guy in
Vlog.
Parliament.
enough.
She's like that one
No,
guy.
it's not.
This is fucking
Like,
70 year of
Mum-
filming she's doing.
Aye, mum's like
Right,
that
ask
one.
him whatever question you want, Tracy. Ann.
Mum's like that one guy from Cloverfield that does long as no fucking film. Even though the world's like for fun.
Okay.
She's like, fuck it.
I've not got
Hey
any.
Dad, today you celebrate your 70th birthday, okay?
Yes. So what's my favourite part of it?
Now, what age were you, what was your best birthday? What age were you happiest at?
Well, I'll tell you, one of my best times was your mum organised, I didn't know, 40th birthday.
None of my birthday at the
We
wee
were
club.
supposed to be going out for a night out,
Uh-huh.
and we were walking by St Laurence Club. She said, "No, try in here." I thought, "Fuck that, man, we're going to one club." "No, come on, try it." "No, I'm not wanting in there." And I walked in there, and the fucking place was chock-a-block. Yay! Like that fucking face went red as a bell.
I remember. I was at it.
Donna, you there? No, don't tell Donna. She fucking blows big giant ones.
I'll get you one.
Aye, just a wee one, but Donna blows them too heavy.
Right, go and ask my dad a question. I don't know what Donna's doing.
Don't let me get pissed.